A couple of years ago, we lived in Winchester in the south of England. We just moved there from Hungary, where we had lived for 3 years, in our hope to connect with a church who could prayerfully support us and help us discern where we're meant to go. We'd been thinking about Mongolia, and for many years, for almost 10 years, I had wanted to go to Mongolia almost as a holiday destination. I loved the mountains, the steppe, the animals, those sort of things. Really excited me. But as I was talking to Aggie, and as we were trying to follow God's call into mission work, international mission, we wanted to know whether Mongolia was just a dream of ours or whether it was from God. So I was on the way to work one morning, and as I was on the way, I was praying, going, God, if this is from you and not from us, we need to have a clear sign that this is what we're meant to do. A clear sign. And as I opened my eyes, I saw to my left there was this huge Jeep, and on the Jeep was this sticker that said Mongolia. For me, that was, just got my heart racing, and I was going, when I opened my eyes and there it was, why doesn't God answer my prayers like this every time? But he doesn't, but then he did this time. And so I called up Aggie, my wife, and I said, Aggie, I was praying, is it from us, is it from God? I opened my eyes and there was this Jeep that I'd never seen before, and not only was it a Jeep that had the Mongolia sticker on it. So she said we should get in touch with our church. We just moved to the area, just connecting with that church. And so I got in touch with Brian, he's involved with international mission at the church. And he said we could meet in a couple of days' time. So we met him, and as we were walking into the room for the meeting, I said, Brian, we've been thinking about Mongolia. We've been thinking that maybe God is sending us there, but we need to have, a bit of encouragement from the church to make us see that this is what we're meant to do from God and not from us. Because I don't want to go just because I like the scenery and the environment of it. I want to go because God has called us there to share with the people and encourage the indigenous church there. And Brian turned to us and said, oh, we've been sending someone from our church to Mongolia every year. He's a vet and gets involved with the animals that are over there. Aggie and I were then looking at each other going, what's going on? I saw the sticker. Now we've got a church that already is sending someone to Mongolia every year. The meeting went on, and we were inspired and encouraged by the fact that Christchurch were willing to, walk alongside us in that journey to figure out what we're meant to do. So Aggie and I walked home from that meeting going, God is incredible that he's, in the space of 2 days, given us this sticker and given us this church. But I felt a little bit like Gideon, where Gideon puts out the sheepskin going, God, just give me one more sign that the dew on the grass and not in the sheepskin, and then flips over. He just wants that one extra sign, and I felt like that. I felt like, God, you've been working in us, but just one more sign. That stuff's not enough. Anyway, exhausted, we turned the TV on at the end of that meeting. And it's Ben Fogle. I don't know if you know who Ben Fogle is. He has this TV show called New Lives in the Wild, where he visits people who have left the rat race of like the financial, district of London and moved to Bolivia or Mozambique or somewhere and started a new life there. But this episode, Ben Fogle was meeting a family in Mongolia. And not only were they a family in Mongolia, they had moved there with kids similar age to our kids. So we thought, there's something going on here. And then as the episode goes on, a couple minutes later, we find out they're missionaries. This is a family of missionaries who have gone to Mongolia to try and build a church of Mongolians. And then as the episode goes on even further, we find out that this family is from a place called Winchester. Okay, it's not Winchester in the south of England where we were living, Winchester in America, but to me that didn't matter. What it mattered was that God had shown a third clear sign about a family with small kids moving to Mongolia as missionaries from Winchester. From that point on, I thought, God is calling us there.